Welcome to San Diego. The all-time rosters franchise begins today. The Vikings and the Chargers in week 1 of the season. Darren Bennett with the run-up for the Chargers, and we are underway. The greatest Minnesota Vikings in history and the greatest San Diego and Los Angeles Chargers in history return from Cris Carter to the 17. Nicknamed the Scrambler, he's one of the most prolific and exciting quarterbacks in NFL history and retired in 1978 with the most passing and rushing yards by a quarterback in NFL history. He is Fran Tarkenton, 5-time Pro Bowler and the Pro Football Hall of Famer out of Georgia. First drop of the season, and Tarkenton throws to Randy Moss. He's got it for the first down. And joining Fran Tarkenton is an embarrassment of riches at the wide receiver position. 3 of the greatest pass catchers in the history of the game, all at his disposal, as Adrian Peterson, also a good runner, gained 7. Harris with the tackle. The Vikings offense, a look at some of their star players. Adrian Peterson in the middle, Jordan, Brown, Moss, and Jefferson too. Adrian Peterson, the 2012 NFL MVP with the second greatest rushing season in NFL history. 2,097 yards that year for the Vikings. Second down and 3 yards to go. Tarkenton against the blitz. Outside to Carter, who spun out on a gain of 2. Let's check out the starters for the Charger defense. Rest in peace, Junior Seau, joined from left to right by Eric Weddle, Leslie O'Neal, Derwin James, and Sean Merriman. 3rd and a yard to go for the Vikings. Carter, Jefferson, the other Carter and Anthony joining Randy Moss. Tarkenton to the outside for Cris Carter. He's got it, and the officials say yes, he made the catch inbounds for the first. A 3-for-3 start to the game for Fran Tarkenton, former 3rd-round pick in 1961, and turned in an incredible career. 6 foot, 190 pounds, and a great athlete. Incomplete over the middle. And the weak side linebacker, Junior Seau, stepped in to make the play for the Chargers. 2nd and 10. Draw to Adrian Peterson, who breaks a tackle. And Derwin James, star safety out of Florida State, comes in for the tackle. He was one of the best defensive backs of the 2020s, despite missing all of 2020 with a knee injury. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Tarkenton against the 4-man rush, flips it over the middle to Randy Moss, and he will not pick up the first down. Gil Bird, a 2-time Pro Bowler out of San Jose State, makes the play short of the marker. And the Vikings, despite a promising start to the drive, the offense stalls at the 49-yard line. A 32-yard, 8-play drive, and that punt sails into the end zone for a touchback. Well, Dan Fouts is the other quarterback on display today, and he was the captain of Air Coryell in the 1980s. 4 years in a row, the Chargers with Fouts at the controls were the #1 offense in football, and in '82, Fouts had the greatest passing yard per game season of anybody in NFL history. That was a year in which he threw for 320 yards per game. LT, pretty good too. He picks up 13 on the run. Lee on the tackle. Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson, winner of the '06 NFL MVP award with the highest scoring season by a tailback in NFL history, and he is the running back today. He gets the call, and Tomlinson picks up 4 on the run. Eller with the tackle. The Chargers offense is one of the most talented offenses in the history of the game. Lance Allworth, Keenan Allen at receiver, Kellen Winslow at tight end. That guy, LT, in the backfield, joined by Keith Lincoln, runner-up for the AFL Player of the Year award in the one championship season for the Chargers, 1963. 3rd play of the drive, and here's Fouts on a straight drop this time. Guns it to Allworth, who makes the catch and has got the first down. Browner with the tackle. Lance Allworth with his first grab of the game, and he is a real difference maker at receiver. As one of the top 10 receivers of all time, and that is certainly a generous spot for Lance Allworth. He very easily is in the conversation for top 5. Let's check out the Vikings defense. 5 Hall of Fame players. Kevin Williams, one to watch, joined by Alan Page, John Randall, Jared Allen, and Carl Eller. The Vikings defense, nicknamed the Purple People Eaters in the 60s and 70s when they made a trio of Super Bowls. They have, in 7 seasons, been the #1 defense in the game during the Super Bowl era. 2nd and 10. Fouts to Tomlinson, who is shoved out of bounds by Bryant, a gain of 5. 3rd and a long 5 coming up off the completion to LT. Under 3 minutes left. This is the Chargers' first drive of the season. Ball at the Viking 48. 4-man rush. Fouts complete to Allen, short of the marker on a gain of 4.
Number 14, throws complete. Gain of 5.
3 for 4 with 20 yards to close the opening drive of the year for Charger star Dan Fouts. Darren Bennett, all-pro punter out of Australia, tries to pin him inside of the 5, and that bounces off of the pylon for a touchback. Very close to being a coffin corner to the 1-yard line for Bennett. Minnesota will do it again at their own 20, near where they started their first drive of the game, which ended in the punt. 1st and 10. Tarkenton under duress, breaks the tackle, but is down for the sack. Junior Seau got him to the 19. Rest in peace, Hall of Famer Junior Seau, a legend, the 1994 Walter Payton Man of the Year, one of the best people in the history of the NFL. Eric Weddle with the tackle. He anchored the 2nd top defense in the game for the Chargers. Seau was the leader for the first one in 98. Weddle, the leader, the 2nd in 2010. Chargers bring 5. Tarkenton unloads, and it's incomplete. 3 and out for Minnesota. Nick Rice in hand from beautiful San Diego, California. The home for the Chargers for so many years, nicknamed Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, and also Jack Murphy Stadium. Keith Lincoln on the return. Gains 10 on the run back. Antoine Winfield with the tackle. Under a minute left in a fast-moving first quarter. Nick Rice in hand. 71 degrees and crystal clear skies from San Diego, California. 3 receivers. Fouts back out of the gun and is dumped by Randall.
Taken down for a sack. Loss of 6.
League leader in sacks in 1997. 14th most all-time with 137.5, John Randall. Undersized and undrafted, but a great player. Tomlinson buried in the backfield. That incredible defensive line led by John Randall. End of 1 from San Diego. We have no score. That Vikings D-line is phenomenal. Alan Page, John Randall, Carl Eller up front with Daniil Hunter, Everson Griffin, Kevin Williams, Keith Millard, Jim Marshall, Jared Allen. Great defensive front. Fouts on 3rd down, over the middle to Allworth. Gain of 17, but they needed 22. And the Chargers will punt it away in the opening moments of the 2nd quarter. A Hall of Fame all-decade teamer of the 90s, Darren Bennett, with his 2nd try. Last one merely a coffin corner. This one not close. In for the touchback. Vikings set up shop at their own 20 here. Peterson lines up as the deep back, and he has had an entertaining career, to say the least. He gets the call inside, ducks through a defender, and has got the 1st down. So Adrian Peterson had a rare MVP award as a running back in 2012, missed almost all of 2014 by suspension, but came back to lead the league in 2015 in rushing. An incredible up-and-down career for Peterson. Moss crushed, and he dropped the football. Adrian Peterson, 4-time first-team All-Pro and a 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. Incredible talent at the running back position. Top 5, certainly top 10 all-time running back in the NFL. Tarkenton lost the ball. Looked like he was down by contact, but Bird scoops it up. And Viking head coach Bud Grant has thrown the challenge flag. Let's check out whether he did fumble. It looked like no. Faison was the one who ripped it out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
Earl Faison with the sack fumble, but he is ruled down by contact. And the fans don't like it, but it certainly looked like the right call on the field. 3rd and 11 for Tarkenton. Hit as he throws deep to Chris Carter. He's got it and is down to the 36. A 34-yard pass play.
Gain of 34 on the play.
A sensational throw with the pocket collapsing. Fran Tarkenton nearing 100 yards passing in today's game. Tarkenton gets rid of it short to Carter for the gain of 4. In fact, there are his numbers. 59 yards on 9 passes.
On the play.
This Vikings team, very good. 13 Hall of Famers, 25 first-team All-Pros. Despite never winning the Super Bowl, this is a sensational team. Tarkenton finds Peterson to the Texas route.
3-yard gain on the play.
Junior Seau, who's 3rd of the all-time tackle list, makes the stop at the 29-yard line. The Vikings, not much success in the playoffs, but a very talented team. Blitz. Tarkenton dances and is nailed by Phillips. And the Vikings will bring in Gary Anderson, one of the best kickers of all time, in for the 46-yard field goal for the first points of the game. Hold from Culpepper, and this one is good.
Kick is good.
Gary Anderson, one of 2 kickers all time to make 35 field goals or more without a miss in a season. Low from the 6 after the make from Anderson, wrapped up by Smith, the 27.
Number 23 on the return.
Chargers take the field for their next drive. San Diego LA has had to punt on each of their first 2 possessions. They'll begin the 3rd on the ground with Tomlinson, who was stuffed by Randall after the short gain. A Hall of Fame start to this one for John Randall. Undersized and undrafted, but a phenomenal athlete, and turned in a terrific career, helping guide the Vikings to their best season ever in 1998. 2nd down, Fouts guns it to Lance Allworth, who wins the foot race and goes 71 yards for the touchdown. A home run threat, Lance Allworth from Dan Fouts. That may be a popular connection all year as he beats Bryant and goes 71 yards for the San Diego touchdown. Extra point on the way, and it is good. Chargers lead at 7-3 with 3:16 to go in the first half. And with that, San Diego LA shows why they are also in the running for being one of the best offenses of the all-time roster franchise. They have so many incredible players. It is a shame that for a team that in 6 seasons was the #1 offense in football, in many estimations, one of the best offenses as a group, well, the Chargers have yet to win a Super Bowl. Peterson smoked at the 22-yard line, a short gain for all day, Adrian Peterson.
Gain of 2 on the play.
These are a showdown of 2 of the most disappointing playoff franchises of all time. The Vikings and Chargers, known for so many incredible disappointments. Peterson slips a tackle. Adrian Peterson to the 40, the 30, the 20. Peterson all the way, touchdown. Adrian Peterson, when he's even, he's leaving. There's nobody that can catch that guy. And with 2:34 to go in the half, the Vikings take a 10-7 lead. Five carries for 96 yards and a touchdown. Some phenomenal numbers for one of the best runners of all time. 7-time Pro Bowler, joined the Vikings in 2007. It really was a shame that the Vikings didn't win more with him at the controls at running back. Comard did the 25.
Number 31 on the return.
So, I mean, just how disappointing have these two franchises been in the playoffs? statistically 2 of the worst. As foul to come out passing, unloads towards Tomlinson, and that pass falls incomplete. As we check out that play again, at the end position, Jared Allen swats it down. The Chargers are next to last in the NFL in playoff win percentage. The Vikings are 29th. Both are at under 41%. So in the playoffs, they both lose a lot more than they win, a lot of times at home during their franchise's history, as Tomlinson stuffed to the line by Alan Page. And these are 2 of the 12 teams in the NFL that have not won a Super Bowl. Chargers won the AFL title in 1963. The Vikings have 0 world championships at their disposal. Fouts on a 3rd down, outcut to Joyner. The Hall of Famer gains 3, and the Vikings' Bud Grant calls timeout. He was Minnesota's coach for 18 years, Bud Grant, starting in 1967. The Chargers' head man is Sid Gilman. Bennett with his 3rd punt of the game, deep to Randy. And Moss is stuffed to the 33. Allen made the tackle. 1:47 left and a back-and-forth first half. Allworth's touchdown in response. Well, Adrian Peterson went even farther for the score. 4-man rush with a twist. Tarkenton's going deep. That's Justin Jefferson out there, and he's got it and is dragged down to the 25. Check out this one again. Just all-out speed, and then Jefferson winning the box out with the Chargers' Bird and Jammer, and he reels it in. Incredible play from Jefferson, who is currently the all-time NFL record holder, the most yards per game ever in the National Football League. Number 1, Justin Jefferson, the gain of 2. He also has the 6th greatest receiving season of all time in 2022 with over 1,800 yards that season. The perennial Pro Bowler out of LSU. 4th play of the drive, Tarkenton under duress and is taken down for a sack. Lights out, Sean Merriman with his 1st sack of the season. No huddle, Tarkenton under duress again, and O'Neal got him. Vikings will settle for the field goal. This is Anderson from 49. Pulled from Culpepper, and the kick is good. 13-7 Vikings with 39 seconds left in the half. Nick Rice in hand, a beautiful day from San Diego. The all-time Vikings 13 and the all-time Chargers 7. Antonio Cromartie, the explosive return man from the 5, taken down to the 24 by Ed McDaniel. And the all-time Chargers will set up shop here. 2 timeouts and 35 seconds left in the half. They'll go run with LT, and he is buried. Timeout called by the Chargers. 4 receivers. On 2nd and 12, Lincoln motions in the backfield, and Fouts feeds Tomlinson, who hurdles to the 25 and is dragged down at the 30. And the Chargers will run the no huddle here before calling a timeout with 21 seconds left in the first half. 3rd down from the 30. Tomlinson releases. Fouts hit as he throws over the middle to Charlie Joyner. A 16-yard gain and a Charger first down. Hall of Famer Charlie Joyner, who played 19 years in the NFL. Big play. Allworth over the middle. Closes the first half with another first down. And those were some wasted passes from Fouts. No points on the board on that drive. It's 13-7 at the end of the first half. Welcome back to the beautiful sunshine of San Diego. Nick Rice in hand, 13-7. Minnesota leads it. The second quarter, an explosive touchdown from Lance Allworth and responded immediately by Adrian Peterson. Another field goal, and Anderson lifted the Vikings in front 13-7 with under a minute left in the second quarter. That's our score going into the third. Chargers a chance to take the lead on this drive to begin the second half. Tomlinson motors to the 25, a 6-yard gain with Lee on the stop. Tomlinson, an efficient first half, running the football for the Chargers to begin the season. Four-man rush is picked up, so Allworth on the run has 20 and a first down.
The result of the play is a first down.
Well, Fouts is throwing for 158 yards, as you see at the bottom, but a lot of that damage, 131 yards, courtesy of the Hall of Famer Lance Allworth. Tomlinson with plenty of room. Another 21 yards and a first down. My goodness, what a performance by the Chargers offensive line. 3 All-Pros, Ron Mix at tackle, member of the Hall of Fame, one of 8 enshrined in Canton from the Chargers. Fouts to Winslow, over the middle for 4. Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, 2-time league leader in pass catches. Despite missing 35 games with injury, he was one of the best tight ends of all time. Pitch to Tomlinson. He gains about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Number 21 gets the call on the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
A fabulous third quarter drive for the Chargers here from the 28-yard line of Minnesota. Fouts from the gun. Hit as he throws, screen to low. That went nowhere. 3-yard loss.
Number 14 throws complete.
And with that, the Chargers will bring out the field goal group here. A 48-yard try. Hold from Rivers. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Our score 13-10 Minnesota with 4:33 left in the half. Nicknamed Dicker the Kicker, Cameron Dicker out of the University of Texas, the all-time Chargers record holder with 7 kicks from 50 yards or more in a season. Carter returns to the 22-yard line. Cameron Dicker, undrafted free agent, joined the Chargers late in the 2022 campaign and wound up becoming one of the best kickers of his era. 1st and 10. Brown and Jordan, the fullbacks out of the full house package. Peterson the call, and he's buried by Donnie Edwards for a loss.
On the carry. Loss of 2.
Donnie Edwards, lead linebacker for the best team in Charger history, the 2006 club, from a 4th-round pick out of UCLA. Peterson, buried by Jammer at the line. Third and 12, and the Vikings have had major problems converting 3rd down today. And the Chargers will bring 3 and drop 8 into coverage. Tarkenton throwing into double coverage, but Jefferson's got it anyways. Another great catch, a 39-yarder from Justin Jefferson. Check out that play again. That was Jammer with good position, but Jefferson skies for that one and moves the chains for Minnesota. One of the greatest receiving tandems of every NFL franchise. It's the Vikings. Peterson, incredible plays. Another broken tackle for Peterson. A gain of 3. My goodness, what an effort from all day Adrian Peterson. Let's look at that one again. How many broken tackles? That's 1. That's a hurdle for 2. 4 broken tackles here. And a 5th drags him down late. That was some play. It was finally Gary Johnson who stopped the run after a phenomenal effort. And now Dalvin Cook, the backup, in response. Here he goes, Cook to the 10. One of the heroes of the all-time roster preseason with a 30-yard run to set up 1st and goal. And the running from Peterson and Cook, a thing of beauty. Cook, a member of the Vikings from 2017 to 2022. Carter, late flag down. James, the guilty party. It's now 1st and goal from the 2. It looked a little incidental, but nonetheless, that'll add yardage for the Vikings. First and goal. Dalvin Cook inside, and he is denied. Met in the air by Leslie O'Neal.
Gain of 2.
Phenomenal defensive play by O'Neal at the goal line. 6-time Pro Bowler out of Oklahoma State. Second and goal. Vikings on the doorstep late in the third quarter. Tarkenton back to pass. Tucks it and runs and is dumped. Sean Phillips with another sack. He was part of the Sean and Sean tandem in the early 2000s for the Chargers. Phillips with the play. Second of the all-time sack list in Charger history. Hawkinson in motion. Third and goal. Cook the call. And the third quarter ends with a goal line stand from San Diego. Fourth quarter coming up next with the Vikings in front. The Vikings begin the fourth quarter switching sides for the 21-yard field goal here out of Anderson. And from a Dante Culpepper spot, the kick on the way is good from 21.
The field goal is good.
A tough break for the Vikings, who only lead by 6 despite a couple promising drives, ending with 3s instead of 7s. Low from the 1. Races to the 20 and gets walloped at the 22-yard line by Scott Studwell. 7:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A nip and tuck nail biter from San Diego. First down, the greatest Chargers and the greatest Vikings in week 1 of the season. Tomlinson. Browner stops him to the 35. A healthy 7 yards a run for one of the most electrifying running backs in the history of the game, especially pre-ACL injury, LaDainian Tomlinson. First down, Fouts on a quick drop, throws it away.
Number 14. Can't complete
The Chargers may not have a headline backup running back, but they do have a pretty good starter in LT, followed up by fullback Keith Lincoln, Paul Lowe, Chuck Muncie, and Austin Eckler. Fouts with a deep drop on second down, guns it over the middle, and Joyner's got it. First down. Hall of Famer Charlie Joyner played with 3 teams, the Houston Oilers, the San Diego Chargers, and the Cincinnati Bengals throughout his illustrious 19-year career. Gates, first grab for the Hall of Fame tight end, a gain of 16. Antonio Gates, the all-time NFL record holder with touchdowns, guiding the Chargers near touchdown range. Tomlinson gained 6 on the run, 68 yards on 12 carries today.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And that'll set up a second down to the 15. The Chargers on the doorstep of their first lead of the half. Allworth in motion, Fouts, fires. Allen's got it, and he is taken down at the 5. Dan Fouts is feeling into this offense right now. A phenomenal drive from San Diego, LA. 5 minutes left. Gates heads to his right in motion. Fouts throws behind the line of scrimmage, and Paul Lowe's dumped to the 6 by Matt Blair. Matt Blair, former second-round pick of the 1974 draft out of Iowa State. A great job to run down the ball with Paul Lowe. Second and goal. Pass rush is coming, and Fouts is taken down by Kevin Williams.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Williams quietly a member of the 2000s All-Decade team with a great play. Williams part of a 4-man rush again. There's the sack. Kevin Williams picks up the fumble, and here he goes. Williams, like a loaf of bread, holding on to this one, and is tripped up by Dielman. Fouts with a phenomenal drive, and then commits a back-breaking turnover. It's Keith Millard with the sack force fumble. The winner of the 1989 Defensive Player of the Year award, quietly one of the best defensive linemen of the late 1980s, with the game-altering play with 3:47 to go. Kevin Williams maybe could have had more yardage on the return had he held onto it with one hand and maybe attempted to run it back. Dielman was the only one to chase him down on that play.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Carter with a 2-yard jet sweep with 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. Vikings can milk the clock and win it right here. Of course, the Chargers have all their timeouts. But Tarkenton of the Vikings in a great spot. And Fran Tarkenton is sacked by Earl Faison again. Earl Faison and the Chargers hoping to force a 3-and-out. It's 3rd down and 12. Peterson spins away from Phillips and is taken down by Jammer. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and our score is 16-10. So San Diego LA did all the dirty work in the last drive until Fouts lost the fumble in the red zone, and now the Chargers are going to have to do it again. This punt bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A field goal does them no good. With 1:55 to go, they must score a touchdown or the game may be just about over. Fouts, the opportunity you dream of as a quarterback to execute a 2-minute drill. He begins with a 6-yard completion to Winslow. They're going to need a bigger play than that, but it's a good start. Inbounds, clock is running. 100 seconds left. Check down to Allworth, a short gain, and Carl Lee steps in for the tackle. An interesting decision. The Chargers call timeout, so now they are dedicated to scoring on this drive, but first they need 2 on 3rd down. 4-man rush. Fouts gets rid of it over the middle to Keenan Allen. Gain of 8. The clock is moving, but the Chargers are moving too. 4th play of the drive. Fouts looks, gets rid of it to Keenan Allen, a leaping catch, and a gain of 3 on 1st down. Clock is running. We're down to 1:13 to play. Fouts swings it to Tomlinson, and a good decision. He's out of bounds. The defender on that play, Joey Browner, was shaken up on that hit. Let's check out whether Tomlinson was in bounds. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. He absolutely was in.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
What? Overturned. Tomlinson was very clearly in bounds. 3rd and 7, controversial decision. They need the 46 on 3rd and long. Fouts throws the LT again, who makes the toe-tapping catch. Gain of 3. And now the Chargers, before thinking touchdown for the lead, they've got to think 4th down conversion here. They need 4. High drama from San Diego on 4th and 4, down 6 late in the game. Here's Fouts against the blitz, finds Kellen Winslow, and he is gone all the way. Touchdown, San Diego. Kellen Winslow, the Hall of Fame tight end with the biggest play of the game, and the Chargers are an extra point away from the lead. What a play on 4th and 4. The extra point from Dicker to give the Chargers the lead, and it's good. Clutch 4th quarter drive with the Chargers down 6. Fouts to Winslow, his 3rd grab of the game, and that one goes the distance. And now the Vikings are pushed into an opportunity here for Fran Tarkenton to be the hero. Bryant from the 5. And he brings it back to the 25, a good return from Bryant. Vikings will play their home opener next week against the all-time Buccaneers led by quarterback Tom Brady. Meanwhile, the Chargers hit the road against Tom Brady and the all-time Patriots in Foxborough. A chance for Tarkenton to be the hero. Tarkenton takes off and scrambles for 6. No timeout from Bud Grant. The clock keeps on moving. A little over 40 seconds to play. Snap at 42. Tarkenton fires. He's got a man out there, and it's overthrown to Justin Jefferson. That would have been a tough play as Jefferson was only open by about a step, but he certainly had the room to score the touchdown. 3rd and 5, 4-man rush. Tarkenton's going deep to Jefferson again. And this time it was much better covered by Quentin Jammer. Now the Vikings face 4th and 5. Here we go. 30 seconds left. Fran Tarkenton and the Vikings. They need the 36 or the game is over. Tarkenton lobs it into traffic, incomplete to Moss, and the all-time Chargers come away with a gut-wrenching win, 17-16, San Diego LA. The complete Week 1 broadcast schedule coming out today and the rest of the weekend. The Chargers win this one in an instant classic. This is the all-time rosters franchise, the Chargers 95.